All right, let's talk about the 4-4 Arizona Cardinals and Kyler Murray finding a way here. All of a sudden, this Cardinals team that felt like it went through a bit of a rough patch has found a bit of a groove here, and it all starts with number one for them, their quarterback, their superstar quarterback, who made superstar plays in this one and was a huge reason they were able to ultimately have a double-digit comeback. They were down 10 even early on in the game. You see the score right now is 10-0. This is just a classic Kyler Murray play, really. So, okay, the Dolphins are going to go with a cover zero play, which, like, you don't usually want to play man coverage against a team like the Cardinals because they have a quarterback who can move, and Kyler Murray, maybe the best quarterback who can move when it comes to scrambles. Doing this means 5 players are not going to be watching Kyler Murray, but with 6 players rushing the passer, you assume one of them can, at the very least, if not get to him, contain him in the pocket. When this play begins, again, due to the all-out blitz, you have Jalen Ramsey with a straight shot towards Kyler Murray. Again, this is one of those situations where if this is Kirk Cousins, like it's ball game, you're getting sacked and, okay, let's take the 3 points. But it's not Kirk Cousins, it's Kyler Murray, and watch what he can do. Watch him just sidestep Ramsey, keeps the play alive long enough to find ultimately a wide open receiver, which shouldn't have happened by Miami. That's a mistake. But hey, you got to give credit, run the route well and all that. But this is the Kyler Murray play. Make no mistake about it. I mean, Miami had the play dialed up. It worked. They had the coverage right away to make it work, and they had the pressure right away to make it work. But they just didn't have the right opponent. Kyler Murray able to make something happen. I also thought that Arizona did a good job scheming stuff up. So this play, it's cover 3 zone that the Dolphins are in. And okay, this is what else you could do, right? So I talked about why it's hard to play against man coverage against Kyler Murray, and it's, even if you're blitzing, it's difficult to do. So do something like this, right? In zone coverage, every player on the field defensively is going to be looking towards Kyler Murray. So if he rushes, you're more prepared for that. So the Cardinals will have those 2 receivers run routes more over the middle, and this is essentially taking advantage of the coverage they're assuming Miami is going to be in. You can't play just one coverage or things like this will happen, where those 2 routes can draw some of the Miami players further over the middle. And then it can have a tight end, Trey McBride, start off as though he's blocking, but then he's going to run a deep route to where now hopefully nobody else is, kind of top of the screen, further down the field. Makes sense. Well, you see Kyler Murray runs this play action. He looks over here. Is there a bit of a window? Yeah. I mean, to give some credit to that Miami Dolphins player covering over the middle of the field, he kind of tries and reads this, but he's not really in position. And watch how Murray, he's not going to miss that throw, and really good job by Trey McBride to even hurdle a guy after this, picks up a good amount of yards. Getting a splash play like that is huge. And again, it's a good play call for sure, but it's all built off of Kyler's ability to make plays on his own. A play like this was just really fun. So, and this is again what Kyler can bring to the table. It's a 3rd down and 2, and it's going to be a design quarterback run, which, to give Miami credit, I thought they did a pretty good job when the Cardinals tried to do design quarterback runs. I thought Miami was prepared for it. Like, as you see right here, they very much are prepared for this. They, at this point are in a situation where you have to make a tackle on Kyler Murray. Easier said than done, right? But if you can make the tackle, you're, not going to have to worry about it. You get the stop, and then the Cardinals have to decide if they want to go for it or not. But watch Murray just flip it, keeping his eyes downfield, and they pick up a 1st down on that play. I mean, that's great stuff right there. Now, I do have to say, a bit of an asterisk, that should have been a penalty. That was definitely, Kyler Murray, there was an offensive lineman who was downfield because he thought it was going to be a run, so got away with one there for sure. But hey, give credit to Kyler Murray for making the play work, and give credit to Marvin Harrison Jr. for tracking the ball. So yeah, good stuff there. This play was a good one as well, kind of similar to what I was showing earlier, but that other zone coverage play I showed you was very much an elaborate play, right? You got a lot of moving parts, but even on more simple stuff, something like this, have a receiver running a deep shot to push the corner further deep, and then Trey McBride going to run, hopefully get into a gap in coverage in that area. Watch as when Kyler takes a snap, runs a play action, the play action moves kind of the players covering over the middle of the field further in, and with Kyler Murray himself rushing towards the bottom of the screen. I mean, look at how open this is. Again, sometimes they were able to get stuff like this going. And it seems like, oh, wow, I guess Miami's defense sucks. But it's like, well, what do? Do you not play to run? Do you not play to Kyler Murray scramble? Like, you can't win. Again, Murray not going to miss that throw. Actually does throw it a touch high, but again, Trey McBride can make a play work. Really good stuff there by him. So, yeah. This was good, and also, like, okay, I'm talking about schematically why sometimes throwing to an open receiver is because of the quarterback, but there's also things that just the quarterback can do in general to make something a bit more open. For example, this next one, where what's going to happen is it's a man coverage concept, cover one blitz, that the Dolphins are going to be going in right here, and you see the route that Kyler Murray wants to look towards. Marvin Harrison Jr.'s route, one-on-one matchup, going into the end zone, yeah. He should be looking in that direction, 100%. But when the play begins, he's actually looking in a different direction. So why? Is he reading this poorly? Well, no. In fact, there's not even really a option to where he's looking. What he's really doing here is keeping the single safety who is deep down the field further towards the top of the screen. He's not allowing that safety to get towards Marvin Harrison Jr. because, again, the safety is looking at Kyler Murray. So when Murray, look at how, basically, that was essentially no look. Like, he looked and threw it in one motion and puts on a perfect throw, and also a great catch there by Marvin Harrison Jr. Again, that's how difficult the NFL is, right? You have to do these little things to make other plays work, but that's exactly what Kyler Murray is able to do, and really always been kind of underrated in that aspect, I think. But over here, I think this was the play of the game. I really do. Where what's going to happen is, again, got to set the stage. So this is an 18-27 game. Bit of a weird score. It's a 3rd down and 4 right here, and there's 11 minutes left. So even if you don't convert here, it's not the end of the world, but like not being able to score here, it would be an issue. You see it's Marvin Harrison Jr. running a one-on-one route here going towards the sideline. Definitely, again, one of those things where, yeah, Kyler should definitely look in that direction. But when the play begins, he has to look out because there's a player right in his face, and being able to make a throw now, again, there's just some players that they wouldn't even consider making a throw in this situation, right? It's just like, it's over. Let's take the sack and let's punt the ball away and hope our defense can make some plays here and give us another chance or two. But Kyler Murray is not one of those players. He's going to give his receiver a chance. We saw him do this in a game earlier in the San Francisco game. I believe that was on a 4th down, if I remember correctly. But here, you see he lobs one up, but hits the spot so well. Marvin Harrison Jr. able to make that grab. That was initially ruled incomplete, but on replay, they overturned it, ruled it a catch as it was. They go on to score a touchdown on that drive. Then they get a punt, and then they are able to get a field goal drive and win the game. I think they probably punt if that's incomplete. And, it's just a completely different game. So, like, huge win right there for Kyler Murray and for the Arizona Cardinals. Again, going to 4-4, very much in the division race. They're currently tied for the lead in the division, as weirdly as that sounds, because every team has been good, but no team has kind of, the record-wise, been great to start the year. So, cannot count this Cardinals team out whatsoever. Huge win for them. That's what I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from y'all. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.